afternoon, Sheila. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon, John. I'm great. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Great.
Welcome to Real in Films, and we're going to talk about your upcoming film that you're going to be performing, Elemental. So, tell me, what was your experience being part of this amazing film?
Oh my goodness. I to this day I have to pinch myself. I cannot believe my great fortune that I had a chance to be playing with these incredible wizards and masters of the craft of storytelling and animation. Um, it was incredible.
That's amazing. What in what was your process when they provided you the information of the character that you were going to be playing in Elemental?
I was so honored. I was melting on the inside because Peter Son, who's the director and he's co-writer of this is based loosely on his own life and his own family. You know, he's the son of immigrants. So the character of Cinder Lumen that I play is loosely based on his mom. I just was so grateful that he asked me to play such an important character. And I really wanted to do a good job. And so when we talked, we had a Zoom meeting the very first time. He had found me. I don't know how he found me. And in this Zoom meeting, he told me about his mom and how there are, I guess I have certain vocal qualities and qualities of my personality that match how she is. And and then it was we had to find an accent because these are elements, they're not human beings. And the language that the fire people speak is a language called Firish. And this was a language that was created by a brilliant linguist just for elemental. And so we had to decide, okay, if this is the language that they speak, when they speak English, how would they sound? So there was some collaborations and creating the sound, and it was just such an honor for me.
So I wanted to ask because normally sometimes you being a voice actress, right? Some of the scenes are created with you have your other characters around. Did you had the chance to work with the main cast or the main characters, your daughter and the other elemental in the same recording booth, or was this all like done in different places?
Exactly. It was done in different places at different times. And this speaks to Peter's brilliance as a director that he was able to guide us because he knew what he was after. So he was able to guide us to make it seem as though we are speaking to one another. And it's seamless. Like when I watch it, I couldn't believe that all these characters aren't actually talking to each other. Or at least, I know maybe they were. I know I was in a different booth. So, but still.
No, the reason why I asked is because nowadays, due to what happened a couple of years ago, due to the pandemic,
COVID. That's
COVID,
right.
everything changed. So there's sometimes in the behind the scenes that you rarely, and in rare cases, you see all of them together doing a scene. So that's why I wanted to know, um, your character, Cinder. Besides the fact that she embraces the culture of the fire elements. She as well does a little like adjustments for herself into her daughter. Uh what you can give us a little more like take on how your process was when you saw like the initiation of your character now having different thoughts or emotions throughout the end of the film, if you can.
So, yeah, so Cinder, oddly enough, Cinder is of all the characters that I've ever played or done voiceover for, Cinder is the closest to me, to who I am. I'm also a matchmaker. I'm not good at it as Cinder is. I'm actually very bad at it, but I don't quit. But I love bringing people together, and and she's just amazing. Here's the thing. What I love about Pixar and Disney films is that um, these characters have point of views and personalities and the characters, like even in a film like this where these characters, they're not human, they're elements, but they have very human, universal um, traits and specific point of views. So for that reason, I didn't feel like I'm faking it for Cinder. I could just totally be myself. Yes, I had a slight firish accent that Peter had, guided me with. But so going through, and I'm also a stage actor, so whenever I work from the beginning to the end, so that character arc, I actually live it. Um, so it's so beautifully written that it's easy to go from where um, Cinder, like Ember, doesn't think that elements can mix, and then to see the amazing things that can happen when they do, and so she changes. So that was easy to do because it was written so well.
Okay. So that's where I wanted to see if we can go off in a little see if we can go off a little detail in regards to that, because elemental, not only you don't only follow Ember and Wade, you do follow, there's something much more bigger happening in behind each character. You mentioned that there are these characters are elementals, but as well they do have like human aspects, and you do see it
Hmm.
within Cinder and as well Bernie, that
Bernie, right?
they have their own mindset on like, yes, we
Yeah.
are the fire elementals, we can't be with the other
Hmm.
elements.
Hmm.
Did you
Hmm.
like that aspect that was added to the film? Because there's more to only following Wade and Ember, and there's more to it in the story. Did you like that aspect in the script?
Yeah, and thanks so much for that question. I loved that aspect of it because I also am an immigrant, as is Cinder. So that really resonated with me. And the idea that Cinder and Bernie uh, both came from a different land. I think for them it was that a huge storm happened and they had to immigrate to a new place, to Element City. Um, and when we immigrate, just there's a whole slew of things that happen for us mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And one of the things for Bernie, who's a very proud fire character, is that, we all ran away with the only thing that we had from the land that we ran away, or not ran away, but the land that we left was the blue flame. And so it was so important to Bernie and to Cinder to keep this blue flame always burning bright because this is their only connection to their homeland. So it really speaks of something that happens to all immigrants, that yes, it is a new life and it's a new personality and a new language in your host family, but there's always this connection that you have to the country that you left that you want to honor.
Yes.
And in Bernie's case, he does not want water watering us down. So it's
So
very universal.
Sheila, being my final question, what can you tell the people to expect from Elemental?
Oh, it is such a funny film full of puns. But what they can expect is to experience a stunningly designed film that is not just visually beautiful, but there is this incredible music and soundscape that's created by Thomas Newman, that you feel like you are immersed in an incredible sound journey, as well as a visual amazing. I mean, it really is a technological feat with what they've come up with visually, because these elements like the fire, it isn't a piece of stick on fire, it's a fire person. It moves, it emits light, even the noses are moving. And then when they're together with like water elements, the light that they emit shines on other elements. It's just technologically, it's stunning and beautiful. The colors, everything is incredible, but the sounds and the voices of these characters, and then you have the level of how fun it is, how funny it is, and that it's a really beautiful universal story that that asks for us all to accept each other and to understand that we become better humans by coming together as opposed to being separate. So it's fun, and but what I would say is see it in a theater. It's coming out June 15th, 16th. See it in a theater. It's made for a theatrical experience, and you'll love it.
Thank you very much, Sheila, for your kind words and to talk about Elemental. Thank you very much and hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.